All right, guys, I got to check on a chicken. One of our viewers had mentioned that in one of our shorts we put up a chicken was sleeping in the nesting box. Well, they said you might want to check on it, might be something up with it. Well, today when we come out, it was sleeping in the nesting box again. So Beth asked me to come out here and check on it, make sure everything was good. And yes, it's good, because there's not a chicken in the nesting box right now. So we're good. Sometimes keeping chickens through the winter can be stressful. And I know our very first winter, we had some die, and it was just really had to do with care, overall care. And that means care of your coop, care of your birds, and just making sure they're getting the proper nutrition, you know, making sure they're dry. So yeah. So anyways, one of the 3 tips, and probably the most important thing that you can do for your chickens going into winter, is to make sure that you have a proper source of nutrition for them. These guys are going to go through extra calories, extra proteins, extra everything, vitamins and minerals, just to stay warm. Now that's not even egg production. If you want to keep them in egg production, that's even extra that you need to offer them. Now right now, we are currently mixing our own grain from a local feed supplier. Now we are going to turn over to a gentleman that's out of another county that's still local to us to provide us with a better grain for our area. So it has all the proper nutrition they need to get through the cold months. Right now the ration we use is mainly for spring, summer, and fall. So we're going to switch to this to overwinter them, and this should help with our egg production, and this should help keep the chickens warm and comfortable. So that's number 1, proper nutrition. Make sure you have a complete feed. It doesn't matter what you get. It doesn't matter if it's corn-free, soy-free, GMO-free. Buy something from your feed store. You know, there's plenty of products out there. And just to mention one, no, I'm not getting paid for it, but Purina. I worked at a feed store years ago, and Purina has always been #1 seller in any of those feed stores. Give them credit. They put a lot of science behind their production. So if you can get Purina, go with that. That'll help. That's going to keep your birds healthy. So that's going to help them through their molting process too. And that's another important thing. So number 2 important thing that you can do for your chickens: bedding. Make sure that your bedding, whatever it is you're using, if you're using deep bedding, if you're cleaning it out every week, the most important thing that you can do for bedding is to keep it dry. Clean and dry, but dry is the most important part. If you have soiled bedding or wet bedding from snow, from rain, water's running in, whatever, you're going to end up with sick birds. Bottom line. And ask me how I know. I've been through it. I've done it. So if you are interested in using deep bedding, we explain that process on our website and a YouTube video. I'll link those here in this video in the description, and you can find out more about deep bedding. If you don't mind cleaning the chicken coop out every week, clean it out. Put down fresh bedding. Just make sure it's clean and dry. That's number 2. Number 3, for ease and cleanliness. Clean water, guys. If you can't do most other things, clean water. Look at this. This is just from, we've already cleaned this morning. This is this afternoon. It's almost short time. So we come out here and we clean it out. Now you'll notice we use a rubber tote, and there's a reason for that. The rubber tote, when it freezes up out here in the Pacific Northwest, you can go through and you can bang it on the ground. You can squish it, and you can get all the ice out of it without the container breaking. Try that on a plastic bucket. You're going to end up with a crumbled bucket. So there you go. Now we also use this contraption that I built, designed by Joel Salatin, and it's just a cover for this thing. And what it does, as you can see how manured the top is, it keeps the chickens out of the water. So they can still get their head and up to their breast into it, but that's it. It can't actually get into it and soil it. So all the dirt that you've seen in there is from our ducks and geese. It's gonna happen if you have ducks and geese. So there you go, guys. I hope that helps you out. If you want to learn more, I have some more tips for you, but those are just the 3 most important ones that I found on our homestead. Thanks for watching.